Hi everyone, today we have a dash clock of a Ford Cortina. I think it's for a MK4. Anyway, it came in this box. And here it is, and now you might ask why buying a dash clock of a Ford Cortina if you are into VDO clocks, clocks used in Audi and so forth. Well, this is actually a VDO, or at least made by VDO. And why? Because if you look at the back, there is the Ford sticker though, but it's actually a Kienzle. And Kienzle is the company producing the VDO clocks, and I believe they belong to the Continental company nowadays. So this is actually a very neat little VDO clock, one could say. I think they might use the same mechanism, the movement. What I like about this clock is that the adjustment knob is out of the way. It's not at the center position, and it doesn't really interfere much with the dial. So let's get it started. So we're going to figure out the polarity. Don't have to figure it out though, because there we have the plus sign, and there is some resistance between this terminal and this one, and I think less resistance between these two. So I thought I'd just try the top one first, because it looks like there's a minus under the sticker. So I've got the transformer, just a DC adapter here, and I adjusted it to 3 volts. Why 3 volts? Because the DC adapter can put out more than 3 volts. I started off with 1.5 volt and the clock didn't run. So putting it on 12 volts on this particular unfiltered DC adapter could put out about 18 volts. And because a clock doesn't pull much current, it could overwhelm the capacitors or even the IC. Okay, let's see what we can do to start it. Here is the adapter's output. Center is positive and the outside is negative. I'll just put the positive conveniently over this terminal here, the one marked positive plus, and we put a negative on this one. Sorry, I'm just a little bit out of view there. Let's untangle it a bit. Okay, connected. Look at that very smooth movement. It's actually very quiet. Let's look at the side of the axis. You can see the seconds hand has a little rounded cap there. And the minutes and the hour hands look like the VDO style. Okay, this is the one could say about the minimum voltage that this clock will run on. Let's see what it is. Get a plus, positive and a negative. Okay, you can say that's about 6 volts. Okay, can run on half the power of a car battery in rest. Maybe not half of not so healthy car battery. I actually plan to buy a VDO clock of an Audi 80 together with the whole dashboard, and then just keep it integrated with the dashboard and leave it as an ornament, but it worked out a little bit expensive. This clock is also meant to be installed within an instrumental cluster. As you can see, there's no glass, so I plan to build it into some kind of container, maybe a tin, and then just buy a domed glass. And I hope I can make a video of that next time. Thanks for watching.